What's up, witches? I'm Casey. Welcome to Bewitching Beauty. Before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. Are you excited for another indie brand? Are you excited for an indie brand that is outside of the USA? Because I have another one on order, so fingers crossed that it freaking gets here soon. Fucking COVID. Today, we have fun new stuff to play with. Today, I will be trying out another indie brand, this one located outside of the US, so look at me branching out like I do. This brand is called Certify, and this is the Affinity Palette. So I'll give you a very quick peek at what the color story looks like that we will be playing with today. And of course, you guys will get to see these in action in just a second when you clearly hang out and watch the whole video. So in addition to us playing with this palette, I am also going to be using the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette and the Moon Prism glosses and a teeny little bit of this Mystic Mauves palette by HipDot. So we have got all kinds of fun stuff in store today for you guys to check out. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, stick around. Okay, as you will have heard in my intro today, we are going to be taking a look at the Affinity Palette by Certify. It's cute. And it has this really cool little quote on the front of it. It says, "As with any journey, who you travel with can be more important than your destination." That's kind of cool. It's super lightweight. It just feels a little, I don't want to say cheap, but this is a brand from the UK, I think, and so it took me for absolutely ever to get this in the mail, but I knew what I was signing up for when I ordered a palette from, you know, the other side of the world. So this is the palette. It opens upwards. The color scheme a little bit reminds me of the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe Volume 2 palette, but only in like, you know, the area of the palette that's like very bright and pink and all that stuff. So I have really wanted to try this brand, and they also have a palette that is like all blues and greens, which I was really interested in, but when I ordered this, they did not have it in stock. So I got this one instead, and I am very excited to try it out. The palette is an entirely matte palette. Bear that in mind if you are somebody who loves bright mattes. Maybe this is right up your alley, but most people generally complement their mattes with a shimmer. So if you're looking for shimmers, there are none to be found in this palette right here. We will be using that on the eyes today. And also I got my Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette in last Friday. I have tested it a few times so far. I am super excited to use this palette more. There are of course some darker shades at the end here that wouldn't really work for my skin tone since I am as pale as a fucking ghost, but that's beside the point. I like that he included a lot of different tones. Very excited to be using this one on camera also, and I did get the 3 lip glosses with this set, so I will definitely be using one of those in my look today as well. Alright, I already have foundation, concealer, eyebrows. Now I'm gonna get all this hair on my face. Can't stand it when people make videos and they're like trying to put eyeshadow on and they just like get their bangs right up in their eyeshadow. It's like, come on, nobody's cute with their hair back. That's bullshit. People are cute with their hair back. People are not cute like this, but it's for practicality. You can't get your freaking hair in freaking eyeshadow. Looking at this palette, my first inclination, of course, is to jump right into this shade right here. I have been doing some warm tones lately, so I'm not desperately wanting to jump into those ones, but maybe like these kind of brick reds and a little bit of purple. I am going to start with this shade right underneath the yellow. It's called Sophia in my crease. can see it, but I'm getting like a little bit of patchiness right here. That is slightly concerning, especially given how bright this color is. I'm gonna go ahead and try and blend it out a little bit. Okay, next I am going to go into this Aaliyah shade, which is this kind of, I don't know, mauvey purpley color right down here, and I'm gonna deepen the crease with that shade. I think I'm gonna maybe take Sana and Henna together and put that into the crease, see if I can get some freaking depth. I don't know. Okay, I have all of this blended out now. The colors are really pretty. It's not the most pigmented palette I've ever used. On the eyelid, I decided I do not want to go with more purpley pinky. I want something that's going to contrast against this purple stuff I've got going on. So I am going to dip into the Makeup Obsession Ratty Dusk. My husband picked this one out for me at Target, and I have swatched some of these on my Instagram feed, and the mattes are, yeah, but some of the shimmers are really pretty. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go into this shade right here, which is called Moths, and I am going to put that all over the lid because I think it'll be a nice like khaki color to contrast with the pink purple scheme I've got going on. Color is really pretty, I think. It's not overly dramatic. I like the contrast that it has against that pink. So it's kind of doing exactly what I was hoping for. I'm just patting a little bit extra of it. I'm gonna go and do that on the other side. Okay, I am going to go back in to the Affinity Palette, and I think I'm gonna go along the bottom lash line with this middle tone right here called Shazia, and then maybe deepen it up a little bit with Asia. Okay, now I'm gonna take a small blending brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and blow that out a little bit. Okay, now I have the bottom lash line all blended out. I am gonna go ahead and add my inner corner highlight before I move on to mascara and liner. And I think, again, if you have been checking out my Instagram lately, you will see that I have been enjoying these two new Hip Dot palettes. This one is the Witchy Warms and the Mystic Mauves, and I am going to go ahead into the Mystic Mauves palette and use this shade right here called Spirit as my inner corner highlight. So there's the inner corner highlight. I really like it. It's like a very bright champagne kind of a tone. I think it works really well without kind of taking away from the color scheme I have going on. So now I am going to add a liner and some mascara. I am not doing lashes today because I do not feel like it. And you know my stance on makeup, do whatever the fuck you feel like. Do it. Alright, so I will be right back with some liner and mascara, and then we will do the base stuff. Okay, I now have mascara and eyeliner on. Today I use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist waterproof mascara on the top, my Smashbox Superfan on my bottom lashes. I use my Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner, which is my favorite that I have not used in a while, so decided to break that one out. I also used the Julep Win Pencil Matte Gel Long Lasting Eyeliner in the shade Smoky Plum for my upper waterline. So now that I think eyes are pretty much done, we can move on to face stuff. So that means popping out the Lunar Beauty Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Palette. Of course, we have these 6 shades. I do have a very pinky look going on today, so I think this color right here called Stargaze. I will say I have tried these a few times. They are very pigmented, so I would tread a little carefully given the fact that I have definitely applied too much blush often. So we're gonna try and avoid that. I really like it. It's just kind of like a subtle pinky. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Stop now, Casey. I am really enjoying this blush palette. It is pretty user-friendly. I would suggest being a little careful with how pigmented it is, but very happy with this. Again, I think that this looks really good with the look I have going on today. The fact that it has so many undertones you've got like a baby pink, and you've got a shimmery peachy color, and kind of a medium pink and a medium peach, and darker tones at the end, really has a lot of versatility for who and how you can use it. So definitely would suggest this one. I think it is out of stock right now, but maybe it'll come back. Next, it is time for the highlight. So I think I am going to do something that I did yesterday, which is actually go into the Hip Dot Mystic Mauves palette. And this bottom shade right here is called Moon Dust, and I'm actually going to use that as my highlighter. Do you see why? Alright, it is now time for a lip. And I think we have to go ahead and get into a Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Collection. What did he call it? I don't even know. Okay, there were 3 shades in the Moon Prism lip glosses. They are these 3 right here: Stardust, Moon, and Celine. This Moon shade is more of like a cream gloss. It's pretty, but I don't really think I love it for this look. And we have Starlight, again, kind of nudie. And then we have Celine, which is more of just a golden gloss. Very cool. I do not know. All right, I'm gonna go with Starlight, which is kind of this like mauve-y. Almost looks a little too warm. Yeah, that's too warm. Okay, no. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try Moon. put a little bit of Celine just right in the center. That's pretty. It's still too warm, but if that's the worst thing that happened today, then I had a great fucking day. Okay, I am going to set it with Pixi Skin Treats Hydrating Milky Mist, which is like my favorite thing in life ever. So this is the finished look. I have mixed feelings. The Certify palette is just a little underwhelming. I think I didn't really pay attention to the fact that this palette does not have any shimmers, which is not necessary for a makeup look. Don't get me wrong, that could totally be personal preference, so that is not a statement on whether or not somebody should go out and get this palette, but for me, I want a shimmer in my eye look. For me, I want a lot of shimmer in my eye look, but that's my personal preference. So if you don't care about shimmers, this might be a great palette for you. However, in comparing this color scheme to the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, the pigmentation of this one versus that one is fairly comparable. This was twice the price, including shipping and taxes and all. It's not Certify's fault that I live in Arizona and they don't, but still is very expensive. The other thing to keep in mind is these shadows are pigmented, however, they are packed very firmly. So it does take a little bit of work. I dipped into most of the shadows multiple times. I don't know, a little underwhelming if I'm being honest. I do like the look that I came up with, but realistically, two of my favorite shades on my eye right now are from this Hip Dot palette that was a third of the price. Realistically, I don't know that I would recommend. And not to say that the brand is bad or they're not worth it, or if you are located somewhere near them where the shipping wouldn't be $20, then maybe they're totally worth it. But I don't think that I will be ordering more products from Certify. I actually do have another palette on order right now from Be Perfect, which is also over there in the UK, I believe, and I am very hopeful that the cost of the shipping is worth it because it was not for that one. So pray for me. So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this Certify / Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette review. Blushes, 100% love them, would recommend. The glosses are super comfortable. They're so slippy, it feels more like a lip oil than a gloss. There's no burning or plumping or any promises to that effect either. So it is, I don't know, I like them. I got these 3 colors specifically because they came in the collection, but I think I'm not really a cream gloss kind of girl, which is fine, but I'm really glad that I did get to try the formula. And the Celine, that one, beautiful. So that is all of the stuff that we were looking at today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this finished look reviewing yet another indie brand. Before you go, do not forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. You know, I need to know what other indie brands I should be trying, so leave it in the comments down below so I know which websites I need to be waiting on as soon as I get my paycheck every 2 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time, witches.